Hi there, everyone. My name is Bruce Swartz. I'm from Montreal, Quebec. I'm an astronomer, do hard work in ufology. Pretty unique channel that nobody seems to be finding. We're inside Mare Fecunditatis, and we're going to go see something quite exceptional. These objects, which I believe are built, you could see that they're square. Now, depending on how big your screen is, of course. Listen, I'm looking on a 75-inch monitor. I imagine a phone would be a lot harder. That is Langrenus Crater, and it's a crater that's very close to Mare Fecunditatis. It's a crater that NASA says is filled with large boulders, so we're going to attempt a magnification. I've done it before, and now we're going to magnify even closer and to just quite simply take a look at all the big supposed boulders inside of Langrenus Crater. Right, here's something very important. You see this mysterious crater with the line going off, a little crazy with the light at the end. Okay, now let's talk about something serious. Check it out. The lines are coming from the same side off of the crater. I could have made a video just this. All of them. Look at them in line. All hit from the same angle, right? Looks like a carpet bombing. They're completely in line. They look approximately the same time period that they would have been bombed. You can't say visually, right? Do you see the square? For those of you even more connivingly crazy with your eyes, can you see the squares like a graph on the surface? So is it safe to say maybe the moon was bombed? It sure looks like it was bombed. I showed you the craters that looked like nuclear blasts. Anyways, it's an opinion. It's a theory. Langrenus Crater, talking about a prominent crater, an impact crater. So they say they're all impact craters, even though they don't look like it. Located near the eastern lunar limb. We've been focusing on Mare Fecunditatis for the past couple days. So yes, the feature is circular in shape, but appears oblong, which is due to the foreshortening. That's a term that I talk about a lot. Those of you who don't know, parallax, foreshortening, look the videos up. It lies on the eastern shore of the Mare Fecunditatis. To the south, the interior of the crater has a higher albedo than the surroundings, so the crater stands out prominently when the sun is overhead, and that's what we're going to go see, a nice sunshot. The crater floor is covered by many large boulders. So yeah, I get into this crater. I find it odd because there's a whole bunch of jumbled up things inside of it, and particularly just that one. And when I looked it up, they talk about the many boulders, and is slightly irregular in the northern half, they say, and you could literally see that. Central peaks rise about a kilometer above the floor, and a peak of the eastern rim ascends to an altitude of 3 kilometers, and you can see all those rims and ledges and mountains inside Langrenus. Whether they're mountains or not, we can still see them. The north side has a different surface. The terrain is completely different, but that's the north side you just saw. And again, this is maxed out. I mean, there's just no getting in before it pixelates. As close as we can get. And what can we see? We can see everything inside of the crater. What are we looking at? Who knows? Edges are rounded. Of course, there's going to be problems seeing the surface. We're already close as heck getting to the right. Changing subjects. Copernicus Crater. What's that? There's a light coming outside of the edge of Copernicus Crater. I've showed them coming out of Theophilus. Not true. I've showed them on the edge of Theophilus, not coming out, just was captured going by on the rim of the crater, actually inside the rim of the crater. And this is literally a light coming out of Copernicus Crater that we could see the light. I don't know what to say. It's just sneaking out. It's something that is extremely illuminated, and as it comes out, it longs the surface, so it's going into the smokes and hazes. No way of detecting these except for like fluke, like I just did here, right? It's not like I knew he was going to go by, right? So, but how many of them are out there if I'm finding them that much? Look at the dark spot beside this object. Is it propulsion? Is it a dark object craft that is being propelled by some type of fuel? It's important looking at those details, because when you say, oh, I saw a UFO, or like this, I saw smoke or fire on the moon, those details will tell us whether it's alien or human. Because the ones studying the UFOs outside of Earth know what secret projects are going on. The smart ones, I'm talking about the big honcho. He or she knows, or it knows, what's going on in space and which UFOs are leaving Earth in secret projects, and they're looking for other countries that have maybe secret projects being done. It's hard to say whether they're alien or human. It's causing a lot of confusion, but in reality, if we're seeing fuel propellant, like right here behind these UFOs, well, that changes things a lot. It could mean that because no propellant was mentioned. Listen, they're talking about light, right? Protonic energy and photonic energy. Come on. I mean, seeing that there's something behind propelling these UFOs, again, like I said, could tell us whether they're humans or aliens. Someone studying this would definitely take that into consideration. The characteristics, the details of each capture. So I talked about, in 5 years' time, almost 5 years, this is why I'm here, to explain simply how to adjust the exposure in an image. People pay for big, expensive programs, and listen, there's no two ways about it. You want to show proof without manipulating the surface? Look what I'm doing, just clarifying the surface quite simply, without lying, and using limited filters, like color filters, like you see here. Here's an inversion, right? Often like a negative, same thing. It's just that it changes the color. Maybe a negative is pink and white. This is green and white, but still just a conversion. There's the surface in the north, the literal different terrain. Look it up, see what NASA says about the surface. You got to give or take what they say, right? I get it. But in reality, those are the associations telling us information about space. So I often listen to what they're saying and come to my own conclusions. It's not that it's a city, right? It's that it's a surface that is very alien. Definitely. Not just to Earth, but a very alien surface to even the moon itself. Again, I mention it often enough. The two poles have different terrain, a different surface, a very different surface, so they say. What did you just see? Well, it was a smoky object running across the moon. Copernicus crater, straight up shot without any filters. Zoom up with a magnifying lens for you. Check it out. Oh, it's actually a filtered online magnifying lens, so check it out. Look at that white light over to the right with another tunnel going in the ground. There's that deliberate white light that's over top, hiding the surface. Look at that line. You need a big screen to see this. I get it, but I can see it. That's a line, a setup. Looks industrial. It's large. It's huge. It's ginormous. Copernicus crater, again, just off the ridge, and we can see that line that does look like construction or a pipe. But listen, what is it connected to? It runs down, further down, you can see it veering off. Here too, that's constructed objects. It's another tunnel or pipe, or when I say tunnel pipe, it's because it's a straight object going in the ground. Can't even keep up. Another object there, constructed, there I still can't keep up. Another tunnel going into Copernicus, but look at the line, how it goes back towards Copernicus. Here's, by the way, same pipe or straight line. When I say pipe again, straight line is what I'm trying to get you to see. When I say pipe, tunnel, whether liquids, people going through it, UFOs, coincidence, natural formations. Nope. I don't think it's natural formation, but then again, Lisa Gross, thank you so much, and everyone for the contributions.
Party all night long. The aliens on the moon, they must be mighty. They're up there sitting down in that pontoon. They rock every Friday, up in their belly party. But they come and they come in here so soon. Yeah, aliens are up there on the moon. They may be even coming right here soon. Aliens are mighty on the moon. Yes, they are up there. Doesn't matter, cause disclosure's coming soon. Disclosure's coming soon.